Hello and welcome back to the Adrian Project. Hello. Many thanks for choosing to click on my thumbnail and to watch my content. Very much appreciated as always. Okay, so as you can see from the thumbnail, today I'm going to be doing a plain talking review of Gene M. Auel's The Clan of the Cave Bear. Now, for those of you not aware of the series of books that this is the first one of, they are called the Earth Children saga. That's set around 35,000 to 25,000 years ago in something that was called the Pleistocene epoch. Now, you'll know that better as the Ice Age, but these books are set during a time, it was about a 10,000 year warming period that happened in the middle of that epoch, and this is where these series of books are set. Now, the story centres around a young Homo sapien girl. Now, that's important for this book, as you'll see in a minute. Her name is Auel, and she's around 4 years old, and while she's out swimming in the river one day, there's an earthquake and it kills her family. The cave system where they are living collapses, and all her family and her tribe are killed. That means that young Auel is now left wandering alone in the wilderness. She's cold, she's scared, and she's hungry. The further she goes, she keeps hoping that she's going to bump into somebody, or somebody that's going to look after her. Unfortunately for her, what she does come across is a cave lion which tries to attack her. She finds a little cave to try and get away from the cave lion. It does get its claw into a leg, and from the ensuing wounds on her leg, she does start to dehydrate, and she's ill and at the point of death, until a group of Neanderthals come along, and their medicine woman Isa finds the young girl, and against all their clan rituals, takes her in to look after her. Brun, the leader, agrees to this. Kreb, who is the big spiritual man, he's called a Magyar. He's a bit wary at first, but he thinks it's okay. And she's taken into the clan, but not everybody is happy that she's there, and there's especially one of the member of the Neanderthal clan named Broud, who absolutely despises her. And so events transpire throughout the book. Now, reading this book, it is absolutely painfully obvious how much time, research and effort that Gene M. Auel has put in to researching the whole Ice Age world. She's talking about just the landscape, the flora, the fauna. There's nothing described in this book that will be out of place. So you're not going to get a passage saying, oh, Auel was walking through the forest and she come along a field of daffodils, and the people who study the Ice Age will sit there and go, well, no, that's totally wrong. Daffodils didn't grow in that part of the world, and the 10,000 years before they appeared and all that. So that is the kind of research that Gene M. Auel has put into this book. It is absolutely, totally accurate. The only fictionalized part of this book is the story itself. Now, there were Homo sapiens and Neanderthals. There were two different branches of the same species, if it were living at the same time. So that part is true. But the whole story, that is a fictional story. Obviously, we're not going to know. And this book is absolutely brilliantly written. It's really hard to put down. It's one of those books you think, I'll just read a chapter, and you read a chapter and you think, no, I'll read another one. And it's things in everyday life that tear you away from this book. It is superbly written. The characters in it are fully rounded. There's no, just off the cuff mentions of somebody. All the tribe have got, in a way, their own little backstory, and it doesn't take much of an imagination to get into your mind how these people look, how they're acting, how they dress. Absolutely fantastic. Every chapter, every single chapter is superbly written. My only criticism of this book, and it is a very minor one. For those of you that have read the book, you'll know what I'm going on about here. Chapters 20, I think it's 26 and 27, the two chapters after the tribe coming home from the clan gathering, to me did seem a bit rushed. I don't know why. I just felt that, an extra 50 pages could have padded those out more. They're still great chapters, great writing, but I thought compared to the rest of the book, they were it did feel a little rushed to me. Could have been how I interpreted it, I don't know, but that's how I felt. But talking about the 28th and final chapter, that will leave you feeling like you've just had a thump in the stomach from Mike Tyson. You sort of, as you're going through the book, you sort of have a feeling how things are going to pan out, but it will surprise you how they do actually pan out, and it is a real gut wrench end to the book. And like I say, it is book one. There are 6 books in the series. This has been the first one. Now, I have been told, I didn't know at the time of reading this book, that there was a film made, and I was told that if you go onto YouTube, you can watch it for free. But I've gone onto YouTube and I cannot find the full version of the film now to watch. I've seen little snippets and I've seen the trailer. There are videos up there saying you can watch the full version of the film, and you click on it, and it's not the full version of the film, it's just clips that you've seen before. I think it was made around, must have been mid 80s, because it has got Daryl Hannah in it, and immediately it sprung to mind as like, well, Daryl Hannah's must be in the 20s, and Ayla's only, I think she's around 10 years old by the end of the book, so that's a bit of a a play on Hollywood's version of the idea of the book. But having said that, I've not seen the film, so I can't I can't comment on the film there. But reading this book all the way through, in my head, I've thought to myself, Peter Jackson's got to do this. He's got to take this series of books and do for this series of books what he did for Lord of the Rings. Now, I know there's people out there that don't like the Lord of the Rings film, that love the books, who think, he's put characters in there that weren't in the books, and he's, especially for The Hobbit, that was just one book, and he stretched it to 3 films when possibly 2 were needed. I know that, but I think this world that these books are set in are just absolutely plumb right for him to do another set of films. So, like I say, I haven't seen the film. It's already been made of this book, so I can't comment on it. Honestly, I can't. If you can find a link to the full-length film, please leave it in the comments below, because every time I click on one that says it's a full-length film, I just get I just get a load of clips from it. So I would like to see the film. I'm going to try and get it on DVD if I can. So enough of the waffle. Would I advise you to go out and buy this book? Most certainly I would. In fact, I'd very much say go out and get this book and make it the next book you read. It is that good. It is absolutely phenomenal, this book. I can understand why it's an international bestseller. You usually get that on books and films, and you watch them or you read the books, you think, oh, weren't that good. But this truly is an awesome book, fantastically written. As I say, the research that's been put into it is absolutely phenomenal. It's been very, very well researched, and the pictures in your mind, you've got the world set out in your mind as you're going through the book. So absolutely fantastic. So what am I going to give it for my Evil Ednas out of 5? Let me think. Could only be one thing, couldn't it? I'm going to give Jean M. Auel's The Clan of the K-Bear a full 5 Evil Ednas. And that's the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed that one. Please remember, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to my channel. It'd be very much appreciated. And also don't forget to ring that little notification bell.